Hello everyone, this is Noor and welcome back to my channel. So before I go ahead and start off with this makeup tutorial, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification button to get notified every time I upload a new video. It would really mean a lot to me and it will make me very happy, please. So in today's look, I decided to kind of do a clown mask kind of look on my face. I got inspired by this picture right here. I kind of obviously did my own twist to it. I'll indicate the artist as a credit in the info box down below for you guys if you guys are interested, but this is a picture that I pulled out of interest and I kind of got inspired by it a little bit. So if you guys want to see how I created this look, please keep on watching. Alrighty, so I'm looking at the picture right here. This is my inspiration for today. I will leave the artist in the description box down below for you guys if you guys are interested. This is just a picture that I pulled out of Pinterest, but I am going to be doing some changes on my own. Like instead of the little pins that's holding the mask, I'm going to be putting some rhinestones, and the colors are going to change a little bit according to the contact lenses that I have. And I'm thinking about doing one side red and one side white, and then I'm gonna play around with some glitters and stuff. So I'm gonna be doing it a little bit different, but mainly my main inspiration is the picture itself. So I am so excited to create this. So before I go ahead and start off anything, I'm gonna go ahead and prime my face. I'm using my Milk Hydro Grip primer, and I'm going to apply that all over my face. Next, I'm going to be doing a layer of foundation and just kind of use a color corrector under my eyes to get rid of the darkness that I have. So I'm going to use my Kat Von D foundation. This is the True Portrait Liquid 2 Powder Foundation, and this is the shade Light 024. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of color correcting under my eyes, and I'm going to be using the Jeffree Star. This is shade Peach. This is the Magic Star Concealer. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply both on my face, and I'll be back to sketch out the mask. Now I have the base on, the foundation and the color corrector is on. I'm gonna go ahead and create the out base. I'm sorry if I'm always looking down because I have the picture right in front of me and I just have it there to guide me with this tutorial. So I'm just gonna go ahead and outline the mask on my face. I'm going to be using my NYX Jumbo pencil in Milk, and this is going to help me create that little guidelines to the mask. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of outline it like that. It doesn't really have to be perfect. All right, now I have the outline done. I'm gonna go ahead and fill everything up with white. I just thought about, because I wanted to have one side white because I need the white to kind of stand out. So instead of going ahead and filling up all in white, I'm going to be taking the foundation again, and I'm just going to mix it with a water base. This is from MAC. This is the Pro Performance and HD Airbrush Makeup. You can use this for airbrush, or you can also use it just like mixing it with something else, or with a brush or with a sponge. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of dilute my foundation to a lighter shade, but not making it too white because I want the white features of the eye to kind of stand out. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of mix these both and fill in the outlines that I created right here. This is in shade Pure White, if you guys are wondering. So I'm not sure if you guys can tell the difference between the actual foundation and the foundation inside the mask, but it is a little bit lighter like that. My white features that I'm planning to do will show up a little bit more. Now I'm gonna go ahead and fill in the eyebrows. So I'll do one with you guys and then I'll do the other one off camera. I'm going to be using my NYX Gel Liner and Smudger. This is in Jet Black, and I'm going to play around with some powders as well, and maybe my liquid liner from Kat Von D, just to kind of create those little flicks. So hopefully that's going to work out as I am imagining it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and brush out the brows. Alrighty, so I'm gonna be taking the gel and I'm gonna be taking it with a angled brush, and I'm just going to basically go ahead and outline the brow like I normally do. I'm just gonna kind of follow the natural way that I normally go ahead and fill in the brows. And kind of start creating little hairs. I'm just going to be mixing a little bit more of the foundation and the white base just to kind of do some cleanup. I'm just going to do some cleanup on the outer brow. Have it pointy as much as possible. I'm just going to be taking my Kat Von D tattoo liner and I'm going to attempt little hairs in the front right here. And you can also draw some hairs within the brow if you feel like it. I don't know if it's going to show on camera, but in real life you do see like little hairs, which is really cool. I'm gonna go ahead and take the black with the glitters and see if they're going to show if I pack this on the brow. Just gonna see if this is going to even show. It shows a little bit, like you do see a little bit of sparkles in there, but not that much. So I'm just going to pack it. Not sure if you guys are able to catch that, but you do see them and they're quite cool. So there you have it. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other brow off camera, and I also might be doing the other eye off camera, and then I'll be back to show you guys how to do it together. And I'm probably going to be doing it off camera with another color, but it's going to be the same steps with the other color, if that makes any sense. So I'll go ahead and do that off camera and I'll be right back with you guys. Alrighty, so this is the other side. I'm gonna tell you guys what I use, but it's going to be kind of the same products but different colors. So I use the NYX SFX Cream Colour palette right here, and I use the white to kind of have the outline, and then I also blended a little bit of red in it, but not that much because you know, when you mix white and red, it kind of creates pink, and it's not what I really wanted for this look. I really wanted like red, so I mixed in the red from this palette, which I will be using for this eye that you guys are going to see me use that. And then I went ahead and I applied a red liquid lipstick, and I used the Kat Von D, this is an Outlaw, and I went ahead and kind of used it to create the wing. And then inside the eye, I used my MAC chromographic pencil in basic red inside the eye, and then outside to smudge it out I used my favorite palettes ever. These are from Sugar Pill, and I used a color called Love Plus, and it is the red one right here, and kind of like smudged it a little bit on the lower lash line. And then I went ahead and applied lashes. These are MFMA and they come in a pack of 5, and I actually did the same thing for the other eye, but I painted it in white. You can get them a pack of 5. I'll leave a discount code for you guys in the description down below. You can get 10% off using code LBBYND on your purchase. These are amazing if you are planning to do different Halloween looks or any, you know, everyday basis. These are my top favorite lashes ever. I'm going to also leave a link of them where you can go ahead and purchase them and use my code because you will get 10% off. So then to finish up the eye, I went ahead and I popped in a contact lens, and this is a contact lens that I got from the Halloween store. I actually just bought them for just the sake of the videos, but I'm not going to be going out with them. You could if you want to. I would probably recommend you paying a little bit more expensive for them other than paying 25 bucks for contacts, which is kind of not an ideal to keep on for the rest of the day. It might be dangerous, but I'm just doing it for the sake of this video, but then it's going to be coming off right after I take my little videos and pictures and all of that. So yes, and these are Reaper. So this one has the white with blood splatter on it, and then the other one is just a solid red that I'm going to be putting on this eye. Okay, so let's get started. So off camera I went ahead and I applied a powder everywhere just to kind of set the foundation, because it kept smudging and it was really annoying, and it kept kind of like creasing because, you know, there's nothing that is setting it up. So I went ahead and I used this one. This is the MAC, this is the invisible powder. I'm not sure if they still carry this. Maybe in the pro store you can find it, but other than that, this is what I used all over my face to kind of set it from creasing. Oh, and I also forgot to mention, if you guys, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there is some glitter going on. The glitter that I use is from this glitter stack, which I don't really remember where I got it from, to be honest, but this is cosmetic glitter. Make sure that you use cosmetic glitter. It's safer on your face, and I use the white one right here. It kind of has like a greenish blue sparkle, but doesn't matter at this point. I tried to use the completely white one, but it didn't really glitter. It didn't really have that glitter effect. So I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna use the other one, and it doesn't matter if it has like that greenish bluish effect in it. Let's get started. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Special Effects palette right here. I'm going to be taking the shade Red, and I'm going to be using it with a big fluffy eye brush, or like a big blending brush, because I want to have kind of that splattered effect. So I'm just going to tap it like this, and it's going to create that splatter effect, and I'm going to kind of make it somewhat like into a diamond shape. So I'm just going to apply this red all over, and this doesn't really need to be perfect, you guys. You can just kind of have fun with it, and I'm just going to kind of go down and then go up with it to kind of create a diamond shape. So just to have a little bit of effect, I'm going to be taking the white, and I'm going to splatter this, but not making sure that not blending it that much, because I don't want to have a pink effect, because I do want to keep that red effect going on. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take the red again and splatter on top of the white to just kind of have an, I don't know, like an effect. This is, I don't know if it's gonna change anything. I'm gonna go ahead and create a white winged liner. I'm using the NYX liquid liner, and I'm just going to create my wing with this. While that is setting, I'm gonna go ahead and put a white pencil inside my waterline. This is from MAC, and this is called Fascinating, and I'm going to pop that on the waterline. You can also use the Jumbo pencil from NYX as well. It's going to create kind of like a pink, so it's gonna be a little bit harder to apply the white powder, but I'm still going to give it a try. So I'm taking the white from the Sugar Pill palette. So there's a white right here, and I'm just going to pack that white. I'm going to be taking a glitter glue, or glitter primer. This is from NYX. I'm just going to squeeze a little bit the back of my hand here, and then I'm going to be taking some red glitter all over the red part. Then I'm going to be taking the red glitter and kind of apply it. I'm going to go ahead and apply a thin coat of mascara. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply the lashes. These are from MFMA, and I painted them white And I'm going to go ahead and apply those on my eye. I'm going to go ahead and apply the contact lens right here. I'm just taking it out of the package. So now the eyes are kind of done. Let's go ahead and outline the mask itself. So I'm going to be taking the gel liner here from NYX, and I'm going to be taking it with a small brush like so. And I'm just going to go ahead and outline the white with this black. The outside of the black lines, I'm going to go ahead and blend out some browns just to kind of make it pop. I'm going to be using the palette right here from Orgy Jeffree Star, and I'm going to be taking Booby Trap right here, and I'm going to basically fade it, create fades outside of the black lines. This is going to give an illusion of it kind of standing, or kind of like 3D, if you guys could see that. This is going to kind of create that 3D effect as if this mask is lifting off your face. Then I'm going to take a bigger brush, and I'm going to be taking a color called Top. And I'm just going to blend Booby Trap with that, just to kind of have that shade somewhat kind of like blended into the skin. So this is going to create that more of a standing out effect. I'm going to go ahead and apply rhinestones on each border or each point side of the mask, and I'm going to be using it with my this is actually now MFMA lash glue. You can also find that in the info box down below. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply dots of that here, here, and then I'm using rhinestones. I actually got these from the dollar store, and I'm going to be using kind of like a not too small and not too big, kind of like in between rhinestones, and I'm just gonna take it and place it on each border. Not border, is it border or corner? I'm not sure, but it's going to be on each corner, let's call it that. I thought I hit record before creating all of these brown lines, but I'm just going to go ahead and kind of create wrinkles in the mask. So I'm just kind of like following up with the picture that I have here as a guideline. So I'm just going to go ahead and kind of create little lines. And I'm using the shade Versatile from the Orgy palette. You kind of want to create like angry lines somehow. And I'm also going to create little like lines from each dot, as if like it's getting pulled. Let's go ahead and create the red nose. So I'm gonna take the special effects right here, and I'm going to kind of follow up to what they have on the picture. And I'm just going to go ahead and outline it with the black gel liner from NYX. I'm I'm going to be taking Glory Hole and I'm going to fade. I'm going to be taking a little bit of white and I'm going to put that on the nose just to create a highlight effect. Now I'm going to go ahead and extend my smile line. So I'm taking that red from the NYX palette and I'm going to drag it out. Then I'm just going to go ahead and put a red lipstick on. I'm going to be using OutLaw from Kat Von D, and I'm going to go ahead and apply that on my lips. And with that, and I added some black using the same NYX palette, and I'm blending it with some reds. And I'm only doing that on the corners. I'm going to take a little bit of that black as well and I'm going to run it inside the lip. I'm going to take my finger and blend it out. I'm going to be taking some coagulated blood. This is from Mayron. It's my favorite kind of blood to use. And I'm just going to grab some with just a random artsy brush, really. And I'm going to apply that on the corners where I have the black. Kind of like blend it out as well. So I'm just going to take the white liquid liner and I'm going to kind of create some highlights, and it's going to be kind of like around the mask area, just, you know, just little lines here and there. This is what's going to kind of bring in the look all together. I'm going to take a highlight. This is from Anastasia. This is called Moon Child. I'm not sure if they even have this available, but I'm just going to take it and basically highlight the face with this and a little bit on the nose. And the shade I'm taking is called Pink Heart. I'm going to be taking my Shade and Light palette from Kat Von D, and I'm going to contour lightly the nose. I went a little bit too strong right here. Then I'm going to be taking this is a Squirt Blood, and I'm going to be taking it with like a spongy look right here. And what I'm going to do is that I am going to apply that on each diamond. So it's kind of like I'm bleeding from them. I'm going to take a little bit of that Squirt Blood and I'm going to apply that. Hopefully it runs down. I'm going to take that same highlight from the Anastasia palette and I'm going to pop that in the inner corners of the eye. I'll go ahead and fix my hair and I'll be back to show you guys the finished look. Alrighty, I went ahead and I fixed up my hair. I added a black bow. This is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. All the products that I use for this look is going to be indicated in the info box down below for you guys. Make sure that you check it out. If you have any questions or concerns, just let me know in the comments down below. And please like this video if you enjoyed watching me creating this kind of like a clown mask look. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!